my superhero theme music in the back and let them know that we're back. It's CJ and Resto, and you know what we do.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's your boy, DJ on the corner of County. Oh yeah. And this is hashtag Celtics Nation. CJ and Resto.
Hey yo, CJ and Resto. CJ and Resto. Yeah, it's CJ and Resto. CJ and Resto. He said it's CJ and Resto. Who? CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. Yo, CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. He said it's CJ and Resto. Who? CJ and Resto.
And we are live and direct. CJ and Resto in the building. It's your boy Hendrik Hernandez Resto, one half of the almighty CJ and Resto, one of many parts of hashtag Celtics Nation, one of 4 of Sleepless in New England. Shout out the squad. And we are here live, Celtics pregame. Celtics versus the Wizards. Celtics are 20-5. We beat the Pistons. I told y'all we would do that. I told y'all Peyton Pritchard would go for 30, but he didn't. He left me 3 points shy. Good thing that I didn't put any money on that and that I do not bet. But yeah, we was close. I was close to predicting that one, bro. So the Celtics face off against the lowly Washington Wizards and Jordan Poole, who's going off for only 20 points a game. Jesus Lord. Why? That is... Listen, the Wizards are 15th in the East, which is another way of saying dead last. This is a stark contrast for both these teams. The Celtics, who are perennial darling and almost going to win it every single year, it feels like, and the Wizards, who have never been relevant. Like, never been relevant. Wait. There was a time. Wait. Kawhi, don't laugh. There was a time when the Wizards were relevant, and you know who was on the team? Paul Pierce. Paul freaking Pierce. Yeah. Paul Pierce was winning playoff games for them. Game after game after game. I call backboard. That was in the playoffs, and that was Paul Pierce for the Wizards. I'm just telling y'all.
But it's provocative. It gets the people.
Who knows what it... Exactly. So the lowly Wizards face off our beautiful Boston Celtics, who are just on a tear this entire season. Jason Tatum leading the team in all perceivable stats, it seems like, except for 3 points made, or even then he's just killing it. I don't understand. This man's on fire, and he is absolutely killing it. He continues to live the theme that I keep telling people that I love living off of. Yeah, they bullied Jason Tatum into an all NBA season. He's third in MVP voting according to the ESPN standings, I guess. But I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding that. Jason Tatum place. If you agree, drop a comment, drop a like, drop an emoji, drop something. Show, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, I don't know. The hate for Jason Tatum spans across the nation, and that needs to stop. But I think that tonight we're gonna have another one of these ridiculous games where the Celtics don't even play their starters mostly all in the fourth quarter. I do think it's another night where we're possibly going to see Peyton Pritchard go off for damn near 30. He didn't get 30 last game. I think he... Yeah, they're going to get lifted off their feet and off their sneakers the whole game. I do not see much. Like the notes that I have here that I have written down is this not much to really know. Al Horford is resting tonight. I believe Sam Hauser is probable for tonight. Other than that, the Celtics are fully a go, and the whole team is healthy, so you can check them from and I don't think Jordan Poole might go off tonight, but who cares? Like, seriously, who cares? Thoughts going into tonight? Yeah, usual show, ladies and gentlemen. Once we get to a team that matters, like the Clevelands of the world, right? Like, once we rematch Golden State, you know, there's more to talk about. But at this point, we're playing most of the league is just not even keeping up with us. One thing I would like to see, and I think most fans are on the same page with me when I say this. Lord, it's hard to watch a game with all the threes. I love the threes. It was fun for a while. I'd like to see a little less threes. Please and thank you and please. It'd be great to see that. Just a little bit less. Go to the hoop. I don't think it's going to happen. I do not think it's going to happen. I will say this. A couple of years ago, Jay Crowder was a tremendous player for the Celtics, in my opinion, where he would pump fake the crap out of the ball and go to the hoop and drive. He would make threes, he would play defense, and he would drive to the hoop. One year, towards the end of the season, Jay Crowder goes to the hoop and twists his ankle. That's the last time I really saw him going to the hoop ever again. And I don't know if it was him or if it was the league that changed, but I made a note of that, and I decided to like really put a pin in that. And I noticed how much fewer NBA players were going towards the hoop, and I thought maybe it's an injury thing to avoid injuries. I understand it's a little bit easier and safer, and you get an extra point to shoot the three. It makes it hard for the fans to watch. So please, if somebody would note that in the NBA, I hear viewership is going down. None of us want that. Like, the podcasts don't want that. Like, CJ and Resto don't need that. Hashtag Celtics Nation don't need that. I moved my light real quick and I had to move it back. So let's really do something about that NBA. I just don't understand what else we could do. The threes are fun, but it's like hitting a home run every time somebody goes up the bat. It's cool, but doubles, triples, and triples do make it. I will say that I think that tonight's X factor is likely to be Derek White. These type of teams don't have anything for a guy like them. They don't have anything for anybody on the team in particular. But I think that on nights like tonight, the scouting report is always focused around Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis. I do think that D. White's going to be left open quite a bit because I think that people still don't respect him as much as they should. And I think that they're going to try to shut down Porzingis if he's going to go ham tonight, right? For the reason that Porzingis is playing the ex-girlfriend who gave up on him. So it'll that type of situation always fares horribly for the team that traded the player. We just kind of got a little bit of an example of that with Marcus Smart. Hey, shout out the team over here commenting on the page and everything. That always fares horribly for the ex-girlfriend / team, right? Because we just got a little bit of an example of that with the Boston Celtics. And Marcus Smart came into town, and he didn't have like an amazing all-out, all-league game, but that his team won, and I'm sure he wanted that badly. So I know that the Wizards are expecting Porzingis to come in and be like, I don't care if it's the second season I'm playing. I'm trying to give y'all 85 tonight to teach y'all a lesson. Watch out for that. But I promise you, or at least I'm highly confident that will leave somebody like Derek White wide open continuously, and he's going to make it rain on him. The other X factor, in my opinion, is the homeboy, Peyton Pritchard. He didn't get his 30 his last game, so it's likely that he's probably going to get his 30 now. And I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it because the Celtics are absolutely just disrespecting the league, saying our bench player is going to come in and cook anybody on your team for 30 and you can't do anything about it. Their best 7 or 8 players are just ridiculously good, and we're the last 3 seasons I've said it during the season in Resto. You have a great team, and this is a treat to watch and enjoy it. And the championships are cherries on top. But if you're a fan of basketball and you're a fan of winning, this team is all that you could ever ask for. Just please, with the threes, let's pull it back.
Emotional damage.
See more of. What would I like to see more of? I'd like to see more. There's not much I'd like to see more of. Can I be honest? This team is fantastic. The ball movement is really good. The rotation is really deep. Who can go off for what at any given time? It's anybody that can give you 30 or 40. Can I be nitpicky? Like Porzingis to stay healthy. I'd like to see him more in the games. I'd like to see him available more. But even if he's not, we're balling out, and I'd like to keep him healthy for the playoffs. I'd like to keep that cheat code healthy for the playoffs. You know what I like that I'm not seeing more of? any sort of trade rumors for the Boston Celtics, except for one that I'd really like to discuss, and I've been saving it because I made a note. There's discussions that the Celtics are the leading candidate to land Ben Simmons, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. It is a controversial player, not for anything other than his play on the court, right? Like the Brittany Griner thing, I guess. Whatever. That was in Philly. Can I say that I do think that Ben Simmons would probably be a decent player on this team? I don't know why. I don't know why I think that. And maybe I could be completely and just terribly and horribly wrong. But if he decides to just start going to the hoop, and I don't know why he would do that now. He hasn't been doing that since forever. But if he decides to just start going to the hoop and dunking, and you have to double team him, and he can just spray it out because he's a great passer. He can pass the ball really good. And he's a great defender as well. I think when he's engaged, he's an amazing defender. I think it would only make the Celtics better. It's a low risk, high reward thing, depending on what we're giving up. Like, who? Somebody from the G League? Definitely not no rotation players for Ben Simmons. But I would like to see him come in, and maybe we give him some Blake Griffin minutes, and that works out. And if it does, his ceiling is a little bit higher than the ceiling that Blake Griffin had when he was here, because Blake was at the end of his game. He was a completely different player than in Lob City. I don't know if Joe Mazzulla could snap him out of it, but if anybody can, it's Psycho Joe. Okay? I heard a quote from him the other day, and I live by it. Somebody said, how does all this pressure feel? He said, there is no pressure. Pressure. We're all going to die soon, and it's not even going to matter. So I think that that's the type of mentality he'll instill in Mr. Ben Simmons, and that Mr. Ben can come over here and probably have a revival in his entire career, which would be crazy because I think that the Philadelphia 76ers picked Ben Simmons over Jaylen Brown. If I'm correct, they picked Ben Simmons over Jaylen Brown. So if we get Ben Simmons just to stick it to Philadelphia, I would be gassed, bro. I would be super gassed. So, my big dog that was the coach, Brad, aka everybody's dad, Stevens. If you can make Ben Simmons come over here for cheap, I would appreciate it very, 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 very much. Just so we can laugh at Philadelphia. I heard that Joel Embiid got hurt again. Man, I don't wish injury on anybody, but that man is made out of paper. A couple of years ago, I really badly wanted him to come to Boston. We good. We know big men get hurt. We got our own big men that get hurt. We're fine. We're all set. Stay over there with all that mess. But I will take Ben Simmons on the cheap. I will take that. That is decent. Have him just spraying around and us lighting threes. Listen, if we're just gonna shoot threes, it'd be nice to have somebody who can go to the hoop and just dunk it or fake dunk it and pass it out to a wide open shooter because he doesn't want to do anything other than pass it. Fine with me. Let's do that up. So, Brad, if you can make it happen, let's make it happen. But yes, 1 minute until game time. Celtics versus Wizards. Final thoughts. I believe Derek White will be the player of the game, but I think that if he's not, Peyton Pritchard's going for 30. Al Horford's sitting out, so you know Porzingis is going to get the minutes. You know Sam Hauser's going to get the minutes, and probably Namias Keita's going to get the minutes. So get Nimi in the game, please, and thank you. I also like to see ASAP. ASAP Lukey, we love you over here, and we love your game, dog. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they just going to do them. The Wizards are a joke. Like, that I did a pregame for a Wizards. It's because I love you guys that much. The Wizards don't deserve this from me, all right? They trash. So, basura. So with that said, I predict the Celtics will easily by another 10 points. We're still second in the East, but it'd be nice to close in that 2-game gap that we have with the Cleveland Cavaliers and try to get that first seed. Irrelevant in the sense of we're going to mush through everybody. But it's game time. Y'all go enjoy the game. I'm going to go watch that thing too. I'll be tweeting and posting during the game. I love y'all. CJ and Resto. # Celtics Nation. Shout out King C's, who we wouldn't be able to do this without him, man. Shout out my wife who's always holding down the kids on the other side. You can probably hear them on the other side of this door while I do this. And shout out all of #Celtics Nation and all our followers and everybody. Shout out CJ. We love you, big dog. We whenever you can, dog, we gonna have you in here and we gonna rock again. To everybody else, go Celtics. Y'all know me. I'm Hendrik Hernandez Resto, one half of the almighty CJ and Resto, and one of many crews. But shout out Celtics Nation. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all here next game. Deuces.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's your boy, DJ on the corner of County. Oh yeah. And this is #Celtics Nation. CJ and Resto.
Hey yo, CJ and Resto. CJ and Resto. Yeah, it's CJ and Resto. CJ and Resto. He said it's CJ and Resto. Who? CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. Yo, CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. He said it's CJ and Resto. Who? CJ and Resto.